John, I feel so pregnant.
You're very pregnant. I
I,
can confirm.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I was in early labor right now.
Mm.
But also, I wouldn't be surprised if it took 2 more weeks of this agony.
You also said last week that you could be in early labor.
You know, I never know.
Mm-hmm. It's Baby Watch 2023.
When you think I could just not possibly be any more pregnant than I am now, I just seem to get a little more pregnant. I tell y'all, this child has been, fully baked, ready to just come out and be a baby for a long time now. But he won't come out. He won't come out. So I've done all this stuff to soften my cervix, ripen my cervix. The baby's head is down in there. I have pains in my crotch, lightening crotch, which means my cervix is thinning, possibly dilating. I drank my raspberry leaf tea to help bring me some contractions. I got enough contractions to keep me on my toes, to keep me homebound, but not enough contractions to have a baby. I'm ready to give birth. I am homebound at this point. I have started to, y'all know I have a panic disorder. I've been always having this panic disorder, but I've largely overcome it. And, but I did have a panic attack a couple of days ago. And that was a doozy with the baby in my belly. So my muscles all really tense up when I have a panic attack. And the uterus, this gigantic thing the baby lives inside of that will do the contractions to bring it out, is a muscle. And so that my uterus tightened up when I was in my panic attack and just stayed tightened up, essentially in a contraction like the entire time I was in the panic attack, which made me more panicky. In general, I got a birth plan. I got a birth bag. This is my bag I'm taking to the hospital. This is my birth plan. I mean, I have really gone through. And so I edited my birth plan to, because I didn't really plan for panic attacks as part of this birth because I didn't feel panicky for the longest time. But then after my panic attack a couple days ago, I mean, panic attacks are as bad as being in labor. This is my third child. I've had hundreds of panic attacks. Panic attacks are bad. Like not anxiety, actual panic attacks. I don't have room in my body. I don't have room to breathe in my lungs. I feel like I don't have any more stretch left to stretch. I don't feel like there's nowhere to go from here except birth. And, my due date is not until like a week or two, and I can't go no more. The baby is big enough. I'm ready. It's the baby. He won't come out. He don't want to. That's all there is to it. He's not ready. He's not ready to come out. Tiny King says no, not yet. So I've started to plan more to mitigate panic as a problem during this labor. which I hadn't wanted to do, but I do have to do that now. In the birth plan, which is something I will give to the midwife, to the nurses, something John will keep with him. When I get anxious, I sometimes get nonverbal. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything that I have planned or that I wish or that can help me. I don't want John to forget anything that we have planned, that we have practiced, that can help me. And, you know, whatever nurses are on duty, whoever the midwife is, like, the plan is in the folder. I don't even have to speak. When I gave birth to Tom, that was one of the problems, is I went nonverbal and was completely unable to advocate for myself or be a part of the process of Tom's birth. And I did not have a partner that was prepared to advocate for me, and I wasn't even really clear on birth plans or birth wishes or what would help me, what I might think. I wouldn't be surprised if I had this. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm in early labor right now. I really wouldn't be. Oh, my back, my low back. Got shooting pain back there. I would not be surprised if I'm not in early labor right now. I'm having contractions. They just ain't doing nothing. I've been tired. I had the panic attack 2 days ago. And I vomited a lot. That's part of my panic sometimes. And so I've been eating chicken soup and drinking Pedialyte, drinking Ensure, taking my various supplements, evening primrose oil vaginally to help keep that cervix, softening it open. You know, everything that I've been doing to try to induce labor will hopefully just make labor when it comes a little easier, a little faster. You know, if we could shave an hour or two off, I'll take it. So my real battle here was I'm about to give birth. It's not pain. It's panic. I just have to make sure I don't panic, and that'll be fine. Just don't let the fear in. Lightning crotch pain. Like I said, am I just supposed to exist like this? Am I just supposed to be in like a semi-early labor state for the next 2 weeks until this child decides to actually come out? This is ridiculous. I was really, really energetic and enthused about trying to get the baby to come out. Until a couple of nights ago when I had my panic attack. And now I do feel some hesitation. It's like, Lord, how long can I be pregnant? How pregnant am I supposed to get? But now I do have a little feeling like, whew, maybe let's not have labor right now. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be scary. Yeah, so I have struggled with my mindset lately. I'm struggling with my mindset now. Maybe I was always going to struggle when it came right down to it. Because we're right down to it. And I'm a little scared. But my number one fear is that I'll have panic. My biggest fear is fear. My biggest fear is fear. My biggest problem is fear. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Like that's what I've got going on. So keep the fear out. I am still pregnant. I am still so pregnant. Well, you guys, I had kind of felt like I was going to have birth before now, but I have not. So I haven't been posting as much. I'm sure y'all 100% understand. I'm quasi on WayCrunchy vacation. I'm on vacation from everything right now. It's just, I'm too pregnant. I'm too pregnant to function. And I do things around the house, and I take my children back and forth to school. I've got a whole call list. Everyone has each other's numbers. I plan for the big kids on, you know, when it's go time. And, so I'm just here around the house. Today I had the strongest craving after I picked up CZ from school to go. Sometimes today it's just me and Z. So, like, John's working late trying to finish up projects so he can go on paternity leave. And so me and Z, when it's just us girls, we like to go get guacamole and salsa, and she likes to get a shrimp quesadilla from the Mexican restaurant, sit on the patio, that kind of thing. And then maybe I go watch her play on the playground. But like in the car, even when I'm not having a contraction, I feel so full. I feel like I'm going to pop. Like I feel like I'm actually going to pop if someone's poked a needle in me. Now with Tom, my oldest child, my water did break. So I don't feel that I can even, like, it is hard for me to walk at this point. It is hard for me to move at this point. I don't feel I can walk through a grocery store. I don't feel I can go to a restaurant because my water might break. And also, you know, if contractions get a little hard, sometimes that lightning crotch. I've had 2 days where it was just like, ooh, this is going to be a struggle for me to get to the car. And so I didn't want to go to a Mexican restaurant, and then my water break. I look like I've done peed my pants. Xenia is going to say, Mama pee? Mama pee? And they're going to have to clean up the restaurant. I'm going to have to walk out shamefully, although everyone will know what it was, obviously. But then, you know, I don't want to walk out and not pay for the food, so I'd be like trying to get my ticket, like, while I'm trying to also give birth. And then Xenia, like, if Tom was with me, Tom is practically a grown-up. You know, whatever. But Xenia is still like my little girl, and I have to sometimes wrangle her and convince her and explain things 5 times and be like, get in the car. And, like, you know, I just going out by myself with her in a restaurant. I'm too pregnant. And same thing at a park. I just, you know, I'm too pregnant. I'm homebound now. Their schools are close. I don't get out the car. I drive them to school. I bring them home. And then I do things around the house. This is Baby Watch. Baby Watch 23. 2023. Watching for the next WayCrunchy baby. I'll keep y'all updated.